WAOH is brought to you in part by Jumpstart Video, online at jumpstartvideo.com.
Today I get to talk with journalist Shay, and she is one of my friends too. So I'm very thankful that she came on the show and is just willing to come and chat with me today. Shay, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yes, I'm so glad that you are able to come on the show and just tell us a little bit. I want to just learn about, how did you get into journalism? What made you want to start doing this? Go way back.
Way back.
Way back.
Oh gosh, I was so nosy. Okay, no, that's not right. But so I like public speaking. I used to do the attendance over the intercom.
Oh my goodness.
So I know there's like, who want to do it? And it was always me being thirsty to want to talk to everybody.
You want to be on the microphone?
Yeah, I want to be on the microphone. So I did public speaking. Since I was in like the 6th grade, I started doing that. And then I had a passion for writing in my journals.
Okay.
So I became a writer, just wrote about anything. I don't care what it was. I was just writing. So I had that aspect. Reading, used to read a lot.
Yes.
Just always friendly to people. I didn't know that I wanted to be a journalist. That wasn't like
on your mind at the time.
No, that was not my dream. I always wanted to be a pediatrician.
Interesting.
That's what I wanted to be. And don't ask me why. I just was like, I want to work with kids and I want to be in the medical field.
Okay.
But then once I grew older and my stomach couldn't handle being in the medical field.
Right.
I was like, yeah, that was just
Got to go a different direction.
I couldn't do it no more. So I just started thinking about all the aspects that I like to do at events. And then I'm hearing people talk. And then where I grew up at, it was always a story. And somebody always was asking me because I was always nosy. So I'm reporting it back, never even knowing I'm like a little mini reporter. So I just was like, it just crossed my mind.
Just kept growing.
It just kept growing and growing and growing. And I'm like, what can I do with all the qualities that I love? What passion, what field can I go in? And it was journalism, and that's how it came about.
Yeah, and you are so good at that. You're great at telling a story, great at writing a story.
Yes, thank you so
much. I've gotten to, kind of have a front row seat to see some of your work, which has been awesome.
Thank you.
And so go ahead and share with me what you're doing now. So you have your own site called Shay Tuned. Tell us about that.
So I love Shay Tuned. Everybody love their brands, right? Super excited. I love my brand. So Shay Tuned is something that I just came up with. It was just like, I'm tuned into the world.
Yeah, it's a great name.
Shay Tuned. It's a Facebook page. It started off as a Facebook page, just updating people on news stories. Cause a lot of people don't trust news sites. A lot of people not trying to read. A lot of people not trying to click, but everybody is on Facebook. So I figured to accommodate them, well, let me just write short paragraphs that they can share about recent news that's going on in the community. And it's just growing.
And I think it's important too that you are a local person. Yeah. You live here locally. And so you're not going to be, sharing any news with kind of like that national bias and that kind of thing. You're just sharing it from your own perspective.
It's the community page.
Exactly.
Basically. It's community page, community work. So that's what I'm doing here with the page. It's just all community. If something needs coverage that nobody's covering, I'm just on the scene. I'm covering it.
Yeah.
I'm taking pictures. I'm going live so y'all can see this is what's going on, what's happening, So we don't have that outlet. As far as going live out there. So I just figured to try to just go live on the page. If people want to see what's going on, what happened with protests or, candlelights or anything, they can go to Shay Tuned page and they can just go back and look and they'll know like, okay, this was local Akron.
Right, exactly. So share some of the ones that you've been to recently. Where have you been?
I did Jasmine Tucker Community Day.
Okay.
That was amazing. I took photos. I didn't go live there. I think my friend had my phone and went live. And I was like, I didn't plan to go live. But I ended up going, that was the most recent I did for the community.
Sure,
event.
absolutely.
Jasmine Tucker Community.
Tell me something that you've covered from your entire career that was just like a highlight for you. Well, one of your favorite things that you've covered in your whole journalistic career. I know.
I don't think I got a favorite. I think my favorite part is the networking. I see amazing people. And when I walk in, people just like, oh, I know you. And I'm like, how? You're Afro. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you know who I am. And it was like, yeah, they identify me by my hair. I just love the networking portion. But I don't think I got a favorite because every day is a story being told. Every day. I'm coming with something or something's getting thrown at me. So I don't think it's a favorite with me. I don't.
That's all right.
I love them all.
I love that. Why do you do this? Why is it important to you to keep telling the stories of people here in Akron and surrounding areas?
I feel like it's a purpose that needs to be served in
Okay.
Akron. We do have outlets, media outlets. We have multiple people, and I'm just familiar. I'm probably connected with them at this point. But I just felt like it's something that's needed. And to be out there, a lot of people can't be on the ground.
And we need a lot of different voices too.
Yes, a whole lot of different voices. A lot of people feel like their voices not heard and stuff. So that's where I feel like I fit in and, try to talk to them like, okay, well, let's talk about it. Let's try to get it out there some way, somehow. And I just feel like that's where my trust come in at with the community.
Yeah. Well, and I've loved working with you. Shay and I just started a monthly recap. So we're going to be putting those out once a month at the end of each month. We're going to kind of recap what's going on here in Akron and tell you some fun and positive things that you can do going into the month in the future. So we're going to talk about news, talk about some of the hard things.
I love our recap.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Much good feedback on our recaps. I'm like,
we did
something here.
We did. So we'll be putting those out and we'll link that as well for people. We'll link Shay Tune. How can people get in touch with you if they have a story they want to tell, if they even just want to, just connect with you and reach out?
Well, I'm just Journalist Shay on all platforms.
Great.
You ain't got to put a 1 underscore nothing. It's just Journalist
Shay.
My email is journalistshay@gmail.com. Very simple and easy. I don't make it hard for people to try to find me. Hey, you would know. If you see
can find you.
You can find me. Yeah, I'm not hard to find at all. So sit back and connect with.
Let's wrap up with some words of inspiration. I want you to give words of inspiration to 15-year-old Shay.
Ooh, 15-year-old Shay. Yeah, what she was doing.
I know. Well, that's why I want you to give her some inspiration because maybe there's someone watching out here who's just, maybe they're feeling a little lost. Maybe they are, unsure of their future. Give her some
15-year-old.
Give her some inspiration.
Oh, that girl ain't know nothing about the world.
What would you tell her now, though? What would you tell her?
I would tell her, oh my goodness, that was a lost child. But you know what? I would tell her that brighter days are coming.
Here you go.
And to keep going. Don't give up, but to keep going because it's a journey ahead of you you're going to revamp and everything is going to be perfectly fine. You're going to come on top, honey. Yeah. You're going to come on top. So if anybody's listening and 15-year-old, you just keep going no matter what life throws at you. And that's better, said than done. But
it's much easier said than done, but just keep the focus.
You have to.
Keep going.
You got to. The struggle don't last long.
Yeah.
It does not last long. And if that's words of encouragement, that's literally it.
Yeah.
The struggle do not last long.
No, that's really good.
Yes.
Awesome. What's next for you, Shay? What's next?
What's next for me? Keep growing.
Keep growing.
Keep growing. Trying to join multiple more outlets that I can join already.
Now, are you doing a weekly? Have I seen you? Are you doing a weekly recap as well? We're on Shay Tune.
I do the local recaps that people don't read.
Yeah.
That's kind of messed up to say, but a lot of people are visual learners. They'd rather watch what you say than read. And honestly, so I figured to try to come up with a weekly news recap where I just go back to where I graduated from and let me use a studio.
That's great.
And I'm able to, just produce a weekly recap.
That's great.
News segment on my own. So that's
when is that released so people can go on and watch that?
That's on Shay Tune Facebook page. Yeah,
so
I just posted just on there. I didn't create no YouTube or nothing. I'm testing it out for my community. Good feedback for now. It's just, being consistent with doing it every week.
Absolutely.
With my schedule and working at law firm and doing journalism.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you're also paralegal. I mean, you do a little bit of everything.
I do. I am at the Colo Law Firm and I love it. I love the law portion because I did so much stories that involve law, and I'm able to intertwine both of them. So I love it. Yeah, it's amazing.
You're going after it. You're also on after it. I mean, you do it all. So
yes, what happens me to keep going. I'm just trying to grow forward the best way I can. I just want to advance my career, myself, in the community. That's really what's next for me. Just to keep
moving forward.
Keep moving forward. The struggle don't last long. Keep moving forward.
That's great. Thank you, Shay. Thank you for being here with me today.
I'm happy you invited me.
Yes. Thank you guys for watching too. Make sure you go on Shay Tune. Follow Shay. She's got great stories from a unique perspective, and I just love that about her. So make sure that you follow her, and she's going to have a big career. I know it.
Thank you so much. I believe that too.
Yes, we got to believe that, right? Yes. Thank you guys for watching Good Morning Akron. It was a great show this morning. Make sure you stay tuned. We've got more great stuff coming up next.